Hey, thanks for watching Dee Croy with My Favorite Groomer on YouTube. So I love to kind of do shout outs. I also love to do one-on-one discussions. And so this one is from Francesca. This is a video that will tie into how to find a groomer, how to find a good groomer, what to ask for when looking for that good groomer. And maybe I'll hopefully not forget to touch base on a couple things like what to look for after the groom, okay? I'm not sure if I'll remember to do that, but I'm gonna try. So let me type that here, what to find after the groom. And maybe we'll cut it into 2 videos, I'm not sure yet. So the email goes like this. Hey Dee Dee, I have an 8-year-old Shih Tzu that's very aggressive, even more aggressive than the ones that you recorded on YouTube. We never hurt or harmed him as a puppy. We got him from a breeder. We gave him so much loves and rubs, but as he got older, he became more and more aggressive. It's to the point where we can't brush him anymore at all. This has been going on for years now. So we take him to a place where he has to get sedated to get everything done. And that bill is upwards to $650 every year. Thank you. He threw me off moving the camera. And we tried to give him pills to calm him down, but he's smarter than us and doesn't eat them. Laugh out loud. In between the yearly grooms or whenever he has trouble doing the poops, we go to the back door to remove all the caught up hair, and so I take that opportunity to cut some of his hair on his body and paws. But once he feels we're not at hiney, he starts to bite. I'm kind of trying to read exactly what she wrote. He loves going to the dog park and mingling with the pups and people, but when we touch him to brush or cut his hair, he bites. And about a month ago, his nail just popped off. And I know he hurts and is in constant pain. We can't even inspect his coat to see if anything is wrong because he bites. Could you recommend something for him or tell us what to do? Okay, so my reply to her was, where are you, right? Can you just come in? And I said, where are you located? She's actually out of Louisiana. And I'm not going to read everything I'm not going to tell you everything about her for her own safety. So I've had a couple people ask me to do a video on how to choose a groomer. And I find it also important to check your groomer, double check your groomer after, including myself. I am not perfect. And grooms are not going to be perfect. But if you let me know you don't like something, I'm going to want to fix it. I'm going to want to fix it within a certain time period. Okay? Here we go. This was my reply. I'm just going to read it so I can stick to what I said. I really need to see the pet. I really need to work with the pet. There's only so much you can do through email. There really is. So this is really important for me to just give her advice on finding a groomer in her area that can help her, like myself. And I have personally done coaching, business coaching with groomers across the nation over the phone. We do 1 hour, I do 1 hour coaching, and I have physically called groomers in my client's area to check on their prices and compare. And I can tell you, if I'm going to check the laws if I can put their, I don't think I can, but I'm going to check and see if I can do some recorded phone calls. You know how you just do a test call? Hey, you know, how much are your prices? That kind of thing. Oh my gosh, if I could record some of those phone calls, I'd be like, oh my goodness, well, I would not go there just based off of what I heard in the background of the grooming shop or how the groomer was interacting with me. I'm pretty feisty, firm, and I know what I'm doing and I know what I'm talking about when I'm on the phone with somebody. They might not like that. I'm not like, hey, yeah, just bring your cat in. Okay, bye. I don't do that. I am going to sit down, and then the person on the phone, not even a client yet, may lose patience with me because I got a bunch of questions I need to ask first before I can give you an estimate, which is not even the full rate. I don't even know what's going to happen with that animal at the salon over the phone. You don't know that. So I'm on the phone asking a billion questions, and they might get really intimidated or where they're like, oh gosh, you're asking so many questions, just groom my dog. And that's the difference between me and some other groomers is that, no, it isn't just groom my dog. It is serious what I need to do. And in order to do a good job behavioral wise, I need to ask some questions to keep me and the dog and anybody else involved protected against any harm. Okay, so let's go on. Here's what I wrote to her. I know David's doing something back here throwing me off. Okay. This is how you find a groomer. This is how I would find a groomer in this specific situation. Aggressive. No one can touch him. Hasn't been to the groomer in so long because nobody could touch him. This is this specific scenario, okay? Here we go. I told her I'm going to upload a video for you. I said, you have great questions. I wish I was closer. Here is what I suggest and the reality of the situation. Please call me if you have any questions. I don't know this lady. She's out of Louisiana. But I am still willing to give her straight up, heart-to-heart, honest feedback and tell her how to handle calling groomers. If a groomer can't handle those kinds of conversations that you need to have with your pet, which to me, my pet is my family member. So if we can't sit down and have a conversation about my animal without the groomer or the other person, it goes both ways, getting real impatient, it might not be the good situation, a good fit. You want someone to take you seriously, to listen to what you have to say, to hear what you're saying, and then be able to help you or refer you to someone who can help. And you should be able to hear and feel and listen to what's going on in the background to be able to really make that call on, is this somewhere you want to go? Okay? I am so upfront about the stuff that I do. I record just about every groom that I do, and I feel like what I do is there's nothing that I'm hiding. I have a pet, you see my YouTube channel, pet parents are absolutely involved with the grooming, especially when it comes to aggressive, difficult animals, biters, attack animals. They're there. I never have them not there. They're in the lobby. They're there. They're watching. They're curtain away or they're right there in a chair watching what we're doing. So if you are a groomer and it makes you mad that someone is going to ask you, okay, we're not doing the same thing. We're not seeing eye to eye. So this is my approach to the industry that I am in, and this is how I would want to be treated. Okay, I would rather someone be firm and serious than laughing and nick my dog. That's just the real deal, okay? If that offends you, you don't have to watch the videos. Okay, here we go. All the way down from the ring. Ring. So this is me, I'm her, okay? Ring, hello. Can I talk to the groomer that has been there the longest and works with hard to handle pets? In her situation, this is what you want to do, okay? She needs to be specific. She knows what she needs. She needs to talk to someone that is going to, if someone called me, I would want to listen. I would want to help. I would sit there for an hour or 2 hours talking to this client before we get involved. I want to find out what's going on. I want to be able to help, okay? Here we go. Hello, I need a groomer for a rare situation. Do you know anyone in your facility willing to help? If yes, I know you must be busy. Can you have that person call me when he or she is available so I can ask them for the services I need and willing to pay for? I'm going to do a role play here, both sides. I'm willing to pay for someone's time because I know it's going to be difficult and I know it's going to be dangerous. If I had a dog like this, then I would ask, what's that person's name? I would be taking notes. In case she or he doesn't call you back, you can call and just ask for them directly. Hey, I called an hour ago. I called yesterday. I was told Monica can do difficult dogs, aggressive dogs, and I would love to talk to her when she's not busy because we all know we're really busy grooming. Keep calling until you get someone willing to talk to you about your fur baby. Keep calling places or groomers that advertise until you find someone that is willing to help. Rude groomers, know-it-all groomers, someone that doesn't want to be questioned about how long they were a groomer, etc. Probably not a good fit. If you feel that way on the phone with them, imagine them coming to your home and handling your pet. If it's tough on the phone, it'll be tougher later. However, my toughness, this is pertaining to Dee Dee Croy, my toughness comes with experience, and I would tell you the reality of your situation. Do not mix up firmness and experience with know-it-all, okay? It's two different things. You should feel the energy through the phone in regards to what they know and how honest they are going to be. Anyone will want the income. So you need someone that wants the income but knows what the heck they're doing or able to make those decisions. You don't need someone to come in and so, oh, no, that needs sedation. We're past that here. And on many of the aggressive dog grooming, we're past that. If you guys don't watch my channel, if you don't know what I'm doing, please binge watch backwards before you judge and say anything. People have already had their dogs sedated many times before they have found me. So in her case, I'm not sending her somewhere that her senior pet or older pet has to go through sedation. We're trying to avoid that. If you don't know what sedation can do to your dog over time, please go look it up, okay? This is not that video. This is different. It keeps going. You need to be clear over the phone that is not who you need. You don't need someone, and you should be able to say it, I don't need someone to tell me I need a sedated grooming. I need someone that is willing to deal with my aggressive animal. That's it. Yes or no, right? You are well aware of sedation and you're trying to avoid it, etc. Call groomers at veterinarians, groom salons, pet resorts, anywhere a good groomer could be hiding. When you get the groomer on the phone that is not in a hurry, ask them, are you in a hurry? Is this a good time? Are we still good? Okay, great. And you ask, I'm looking for a groomer that has been grooming for some time now. A groomer that has seen and have been able to handle the aggressive doggies that come in. With all this in mind, is that you? Just clear. No emotion, no, don't even talk about your dog yet. You got to answer one question. Can you or can you not deal with an aggressive animal? Done deal. Get that out there. If you are willing to help, can I ask a few questions to make sure I know your experience level? Right here. Hi, Monica. Great. Can you do aggressive dogs? That's what they were saying you could do. Monica says yes. Oh, awesome. If you are willing to help, do you mind if I ask you a few questions to just kind of so I feel more comfortable about your experience level? She should say yes. Hell yeah, go ahead, man. What do you want? I'm like, yeah, shoot them off. Shoot your questions off. I've had people try to help that just were not honest, blah, 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 right? You don't have to say all that if she's like, yeah, go ahead, man. What do you want to know? I would be like that. I have nothing to hide. I have videos, like crazy videos on YouTube of these dogs that are really, 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 really hard to groom, that have been turned away multiple places. And if you watch and listen to the grooms I do, that's exactly what has happened. And I find that they're so aggressive because, in my opinion, something happened somewhere else. Okay? Here's your answer, yes or no. Then you ask. These are a few questions that are important to me as a groomer, and so I know to ask them, okay? And I'm telling you what they are. Here's the questions that you should ask your groomer before you use them. When you do nail trimming, how often do you quick the nails? This is something I ask a groomer when I'm about to hire them. And you just watch the look on their face, which is hard if you're on the phone, the look on their face, and if they stutter or if they hold back. If they nick every dog's nails, they need training. They need better training, okay? You don't want to nick every dog's nails. Can I nick nails? Yes. Do I do it on 5 nails on that dog? No. You don't want to. Could it happen? Yeah. But I hope I don't do it on every dog that comes in, on every nail that comes in, on every animal that week. I don't want it. That should not be happening. If it's happening, if you're a groomer and you're watching this and this pisses you off because you know in your head it happens, like, God, I nick every dog. If that's happening, you need to call me and get nail trimming training. It's expensive, but it's because you haven't learned it yet. No offense. All right, so the question, again, repeat. When you do nail trimming, how often do you quick the nails? Oh, and by the way, if you haven't figured it out, you need a notebook and you need to take notes right now. Or go back, start over, watch the whole video, watch all the ads for me, and then please take notes. When you do nail trimming, how often do you quick the nails? I quick nails probably every 6 months. It should be an answer like that. I quick nails probably once or twice a day. And don't answer for them. You know how you can actually say, do you quick nails every day? And they're like, no. Don't answer for them. You want to hear how long the pause was if it's over the phone, and if there's any stuttering. Because what I would do is breathe and count how many nails I've quicked. In the last 30 days, Dee Dee Croy, yeah, I probably quicked 1 nail. David, does that sound right? 1, maybe 2?
You?
Yeah.
Never. You never do.
In the last 30 days?
No, none.
Okay. Okay, but let's just move on. Not very often. Do you feel me? But I'm sitting here going, maybe once in 30. Like, I'm not, I have to think the number. I'm breathing, but I'm like, oh, no, I'm not talking. I'm breathing, taking a thought. If you ask me that question, I'd be like, not very often. I'm an expert at nails. I think I'm really, really good at nails. I did my own learning, but I am good at nails. Pause, right here. Pause. Listen for stuttering, honesty, unknown. Take a note to this. You should be taking notes. Once a day, once a month, once a year. They should have an answer. Next question. How often have you had an aggressive dog come in for grooming? Pay attention to the wording here. Take notes. What is aggressive? What do you mean by aggressive? Oh, I've never had a dog bite me. I've never had a dog try to bite me. Dee Dee would say, I groom only aggressive dogs. I am who you're calling, who you need. Okay, so let's move on. Next question. What happens when that aggressive dog is too hard to groom? How do you accomplish the groom? 2 answers from Dee Dee. Wow, back in the day, I was working by myself, and a few times it was pretty rough. I started to learn, after doing it for over 13, 14 years, that I decided about probably year 10 to get the pet parent involved. And if you can't hold your own pet during an aggressive groom, then I ask you if you know a family member that could, like your husband, your brother, someone who is willing to be firm and hold the pet while I do all the work. There's my answer. No hesitation. How many times do aggressive dogs come in? Every day. I do aggressive dogs almost every day because that's what I do in the industry. I get referrals from other groomers, other veterinarians. Straight up answer. No hesitation. Let's move on. At your salon now, do you cage dry pets? I have a problem with this specifically. I do not. I would rather a dog go home or a cat go home absolutely wet and air dry. That's my opinion. That's how I run my salon. You cannot expect all the groomers out there to do the same thing, okay? Most grooming salons probably have 5 or 6 groomers, maybe more, maybe 2 or 3, but they have a different system that they are not doing a dog in an hour. You have to ask what that system is based off of what your needs are, okay? In this scenario, she needs to have someone specifically do her dog in that one-on-one, whether it takes that groomer 1 hour or 2 hours. It's one groomer doing that dog straight through and goes home. That dog is already an angry animal. So again, repeat, at your salon now, do you cage dry pets? See what type of handling is done and what they are used. I prefer someone believing in this. I prefer someone not believing in this. Saki, be nice. Okay, what I mean is, if someone said, I would prefer you to just let my dog air dry, I'm like, thank goodness you think like me. If it's really stressful to blow dry completely through, then I would have you opt to air dry. But like I said, you have to think, how many groomers are you finding out there that work by themselves, which I have my support system, but I don't have another groomer. It's just me. I'm not a salon that's running 20 groomers. I wish I was, but it wouldn't be the same thing, would it? There'd be dogs in there, lots of cages, air, blow. I don't know what kind of system I would do, but every dog is not going to let you cage dry it, and it's so hot in the cage when you're doing a cage dryer. Go YouTube cage dryers and the heat, the heater. They have a heater gun that's telling you how hot it is in this. I don't believe in the cage drying, okay? Each one is different. Each groomer is different on that. Okay, next one. How long does it take you to groom a Shih Tzu that is not aggressive? And then my opinion is I prefer someone under an hour and a half. However, you take a very mean dog, I would say you want to just get it done quickly, so 45 minutes to an hour max on a very mean dog. But again, you've got to think, they might not groom like me. I'm not saying they need to groom like me, but every situation may be different, okay? So those are some questions I really want you to ask, in my opinion. You can create your own questions, but you want to be able to, right? It's like your doctor. You want to be able to sit down and talk to this person. If they're shooing you out, or they can't even have a conversation over the phone with you, what kind of relationship are you going to have? I don't want to have a one-time relationship groom. I really don't. I almost require folks to book again, or I don't really want to help that person that just calls me every 2 years. I don't want that. It's not worth my time because it's really hard grooming the types of dogs I groom, okay? Here's my notes. Write the answers down. Go on your gut instincts, and from there, move on to the next paragraph. Or say you'll call them back in a few. Okay, right there, you can say, okay, well, thanks a lot for your time. I appreciate you answering the questions. Let me talk to my husband, and I'll call you back, okay? Or just go with your gut instinct and just be honest. Hey, Monica, I didn't really like how you kind of sounded. You sounded like you were stuttering and just kind of made me confused. And at that point, you're probably never going to call Monica again, but you can let her know why you're not going to call her. Like, now you got to move on. So, Monica, I appreciate your time. I'm really sorry. I just don't feel like this is a good fit. I appreciate you. Thanks for talking. Okay, get off the phone. You feel good, right? I think this is where I go with this. You feel really good about the conversation. Me and you were talking. You're like, dang, man, I love how honest you are. I love how you're going to be real with me. I love how you're just laying it all out, because this is probably serious, and I'm learning through you, like, this is really going to be serious. Can I pay you to help me groom my mean, aggressive, difficult dog? I feel like you're the one that's going to help me. Can I pay you? I really want to pay you. I would prefer an environment that is a one-on-one. Possibly you can come to my house. I would be willing to pay. You called her. So if you're going to have a groomer come to your house, you called her. She didn't call you. So the pet parent asking for that needs to, one, be ready and be on guard. You calling her into your house. You don't know anything about her background. She doesn't know anything about your background either. It's a two-way road. So I would be willing to pay $150. It's really hard grooming an aggressive dog. If I had an aggressive dog, that's where I would start. If my dog bit somebody, I would give him, like, I would literally say $500, man. If my dog bit somebody and I didn't get sued and my dog didn't get put down, okay, which, by the way, watch NBC5 tonight on the new dog laws. If your dog is running around and it bites somebody, you may get a misdemeanor. So NBC5, Texas News, go watch it. The laws are going to change. The aggressive dogs, believe it or not, it's not okay. Someone like me or David or people that are willing to put themselves in danger, it's still danger. It's still a dog attacking, even if it's fear biting or biting because they don't like a smell or biting because they're high strung or biting. It's still biting. Okay, that's a big thing you need to put in your head. It's still dangerous. And quite frankly, if your dog is running around and bites someone right now here in the state of Texas, they will get that dog. They will not do a misdemeanor. I think that when did the law is going to change?
They're going to vote on it. So
they're voting on it. So today, right now, physically still, which is June 10th or 11th, 2018, if your dog has got out of your fence, bit somebody, it's got a name tag on it, or you go claim that dog, right now you don't get a misdemeanor, but they put that dog down. This is just, if your dog bites somebody, the dog gets put down. No questions asked. You can't fight it. That's the law, okay? So I cannot, you can feel the passion. It just angers me that we don't realize, oh, it's just a nipping. No, it's not. If your dog bites somebody, you don't look at me. Why am I the bad guy because I'm sharing the news with you? I'm not the bad guy. I'm sharing with you the reality of the situation with an aggressive dog. So if you don't like how I'm saying it, go read the news. Go look up the laws in your state about aggressive dogs, biting dogs. If you want to stop saying aggressive, you don't like the word aggressive, which I'm about to look up the word aggressive and tell you guys the definition. Because I've been dealing with some aggressive people recently too. So, aggressive. Ready or likely to attack or confront. Characterized by or resulting from aggression. Hostile, belligerent, bellicose, and so forth. He is very uncooperative and aggressive. Okay. So if your dog bites, is that not aggressive? If a dog is lunging to bite, is that not aggressive? Okay, obviously we need some education up in here. Okay. Back up. You're asking this groomer now to come into your home because there's some options. You need a quiet place. You don't need this aggressive dog, this biting dog to undergo 6 hours in a cage with other dogs bark. You don't need that, okay? What you need is someone that's going to help you. And I would shut my shop. I would be done with my day and I would bring that dog in if I was grooming like in a salon. If I worked at a salon and I'm willing to do that, but my owner doesn't want me to, I would say, hey, owner, I'll sign a waiver that I won't hold you liable for anything, but can I use the facility after we close tonight and I'll groom this dog at work? Do you mind if I do that? And since I'm putting myself at danger, can I give you, 10% of the cut rather than 50% if I was a groomer working for someone else? So going on, can I pay you to help me groom my mean, aggressive, difficult dog? I would prefer an environment that is a one-on-one. Possibly you can come to the house. I would be willing to pay you $150 for matted dog, go down to $140 for maintaining a non-matted dog, hair cutting, and stay on schedule. Okay, so you need to figure out your rates and what's reasonable and what is realistic. I will hold the dog. You, the pet owner, needs to be involved with this animal and you should hold the dog. Please watch my videos and no, do not let go of the dog when you're trying to help the groomer hold. That is key. It's not about comfort or that dog really liking David. It is really about don't let go. You will have a faster groom. Watch Sammy Davis. It's not about David's loving the dog. No. David did not let go of the dog. That's a big deal. Don't let go of an aggressive, biting dog when someone tells you how to hold. Don't let go. I will not let go of the dog. Here we go. I will let you do your job. Okay, when you're dealing with a groomer, in my opinion, you're the pet parent, I would just hold everything, hold the discussion, hold the telling me how to groom until the very end. When I am actually done with the groom, please critique me then. Here's your agreement. I won't critique. I just want to have help since I know my dog well, and we will need 1 or 2 helpers to get the most we can get done. I understand the dog can bite you or someone else. Really? What is it? And I will take full responsibility if that happens. If you don't know this, you already will take full responsibility. Are we still good? If your dog bites somebody, and let's just say a dog bites me so bad, if a dog breaks my skin, I'm going to go and get a shot. I'm going to go get, I think it's a tetanus shot. I'm going to go get a shot. That's how often I get bit. I don't even know the shot name. I'm going to go into the ER and I'm going to get a shot to make sure I stay safe for myself, okay? For my own life. At the end of the day, that dog's owner's not going to protect me, you know, and help me through that, whatever. I'm going to go get a shot. And so did you know that when I walk into the ER and get a shot and they know it's a dog bite, you know what happens? The city gets called and the city gets involved. And whether I want to do anything like press charges or not, the city is going to get involved. You are a pet owner with an aggressive dog or a dog that bites or a dog that can bite, you will have already taken responsibility, and sometimes you have no choice what's going to happen. Next one. Whew. I can understand the dog can bite you and I'm going to take full responsibility. But I need help. No one can help him. Dee Dee Croy with me. Yeah, I don't mind. I threw this in there in case you know, some people don't want to own up to stuff. So I don't mind you guys using me. Dee Dee Croy with My Favorite Groomer on YouTube has a few techniques with getting the face that I can show you a video of, like Sammy Davis's. Plant the face on the edge of the table. If they think they know what they're doing, they know what they're doing, let them do it. Don't even tell them about Dee Dee. It's fine. There's groomers that have their own techniques. Just let them know I'm looking for someone that is willing to do what she does, which is a one-on-one with your animal, okay? Be honest. I know coming to my house is odd, and I understand it may affect how safe you feel. This is real. You may come to do a home visit first to ensure you feel safe. Invite them over to check it out first. I would be like, oh, I'd love that. I'm going to swing through. Is it clean enough for me to feel comfortable? Is there a hoarding situation where I can't even move around? Is the AC working? Is it really hot? I can't groom a dog. I'm about to groom a cat tomorrow night in my garage. It should go fast, but I don't want anybody being in 104 degrees weather and trying to groom. It's so uncomfortable. So there's things you don't know over the phone now, do you, as a groomer? Okay, so you want to ask those things. And as a pet parent, you want to know that those things can exist. How you feel as a person to come into someone else's home and groom their pet, okay? You may come to do a home visit, so make sure you feel safe. I know this is an odd request, but Dee Dee Croy with My Favorite Groomer advised me well so I can care for my dog. I will provide you with a clean, non-smoking, that's my preference as well. I can't work in a smoky environment. With a clean, non-smoking working area in my home with air and good lighting to conduct your work. It would mean a lot to me. If you can do this, I will book my appointments in advance. This is what I would ask of you. I would book my appointments in advance and have you out about every 2 months to do a shave down, short haircut, so that we can prevent any matting. Unless the dog is severely old, if I have a very old dog, Coconut, she's like 18, Maltese, I don't put her on a plan because I don't want any cancellation charges for her. She's about to come in, Coconut's still alive and kicking, but someone's got to do her grooming, and that's me. So what I do have Mom do is please give me a couple week notice. That way we can get her on the schedule and she knows in her head, don't try to get me in the next day or something like that. It's not going to happen. But if you have a younger dog, please plan in advance so people that are coming to your house or a groomer coming to your house can actually have a schedule themselves and plan their life around what they need to do for your pet, okay? You can physically say it because I can tell you right now, especially I'm about to do a blast out on these two groups, there are people that are going to talk crap about you and your pet, and it's your right to say, I told you not to say anything. I want my appointment with you to be confidential, etc., etc. I don't want any judgments. I want to be involved, and I want to pay you to do this job. I want to keep my personal information private and confidential, and do not want you to share my story or my situation with anyone. That's if you want to. Unless, like many of my clients, I ask permission to film. So every client that's on video, I have a form and permission to film. But many groomers will talk among themselves, and if you ask them to keep it confidential, it would be a bad idea to badmouth you to others or to share your name with others. You have a bad experience, and that groomer takes it to Facebook on a certain page, and they start talking about you, they start typing these mean things about you, and you happen to find out about it, I want you to be able to say, watch this, it keeps going. I want you to be able to protect yourself. Check this out. You can get this form printed out when they arrive, they sign it. Print this email. Do not mention my name, my dog, my situation, or my pay rate to you without my permission. Sign here, date. Okay, if someone brought this to me, and maybe I am the only groomer out there willing to do this, and I don't think so. I have a lot of groomer followers. I have a lot of people I coach. I have a lot of groomers that I love and protect, and I would back them all the way. That's the kind of groomer I want to work with. That's the kind of groomer I want to protect. That's the kind of groomers I want in the field. Ones that are not talking shit, ones that have got your back, ones that are giving you good advice, healthy advice, and they are good to the core, okay? If you printed this out to me as a client and you wanted me to do your grooming, I'm down. You might have a pay rate of $150 for that Shih Tzu groom, but I am down, and I am going to keep my word right here. I'm going to keep it confidential and private. I am not going to talk shit about you. I haven't been on Facebook to post a dang thing except for sharing my video links. I mean, I don't even have time for that. I would not do that to somebody. So if you are hiring somebody, these are the things I really want you. If you're hiring somebody for a one-on-one aggressive groom, these are the questions to ask. At the same time, these are also questions that you can ask a groomer. Tweak them a little bit. Tweak the questions. How long have you been grooming? How many dogs do you do in a day? How fast do you do the dog? How many dogs are in your facility? I'm gonna have to do another video. I'm gonna have to do a different video for you all without the aggressive dog. Okay, what to look for in a groomer without the aggressive, not having to find a specific type of groomer for this situation, for this type of animal. So we'll do that after. But I want you to know there was something else I needed to touch base on, which was, okay, so I'm gonna do 2 other videos because this was too long. Excuse me, I'm burping over here. So the next one you need to do is, we're gonna do another video, which is like when you get your dog groomed, what you're looking for. Like you should inspect your dog before you leave. That's my advice, because I want to talk to the client and say, hey, how's the pet look? If you are unsure about what happened, check the ears, make sure they're clean. Check the toenails, see how many are bleeding or bloody or have quick stop on them. And I might piss some people off here, but hey, the truth is the truth. I've quicked dogs' nails. It can happen. But if you are quicking every single dog's nails, you could just say, look, I don't want to do the dog's nails. Take it to the veterinarian. That way, it's not on you. No harm done. It's on the vet now. It's on the vet tech, whatever. But there's things that a pet owner has the right to know what's going on with their dog. That's my opinion. So if you don't want to have them sitting in the lobby waiting and watching, if you don't want to do a YouTube video, then these are to those groomers that might not like that, like what I'm doing, like what I'm saying about this. I should be able to do an interview with someone who's going to groom my dog over the phone. I should be able to ask a few more questions than normal. I should not be so naive that I just go, hey, I'm going to bring my dog. Okay, great. Okay, $50, great. Talk to you later. 10 hours later, which I have heard the horror stories. 10 hours later, you pick up your dog and it is not groomed. Can you imagine? Oh my goodness. I would be like, what's been going on? You forgot about my dog? Did he go potty? Of course not. There's a liability. If your dog gets away from the groomer while he's getting potty, what's going to happen? So there's tons of questions that you should ask. I'm going to do another video about it because this one is really important if you have that aggressive pet. Okay, so Francesca, thanks for writing. Thanks for really wanting to be involved in finding a groomer in your area for your aggressive, difficult baby. It is real. and there is a groomer. I'm sure there's got to be a groomer out there. If there's not, I do want you to call me back, okay? And I do want to help you get your dog groomed. We will be able to accomplish something of a groom. You know, even in Louisiana is not that far. So there's definitely something we can work out. And thanks for supporting me. Thanks for shopping, you all. Many of you have emailed recently. Wow, tons of emails coming through worldwide. Thank you, Australia, UK, Canada. Thank you all. I just love you so much. I adore you. And thanks for just sharing my world with me. And if you have any questions, comments, please post below. If you have to get a hold of me specifically, please just go to the website and email me, okay? Thanks for watching. I appreciate y'all. Talk to you later.